Yo, you're not gonna believe what I've just found. Well, I've been cleaning out my office because obviously we're leaving the unit. This photo album right here is a trip down memory lane. I fell out with a Hollywood A-lister all because of this picture. And when you realize who it is, you're gonna find out you've seen a lot more of me than you probably would have wanted to. Now, I'll give you a clue. He drove a yellow version of this car, the iconic Renault 5 GT Turbo, made famous with this plate. And 25 years ago, I stood in this exact spot and I filmed a scene for a big movie. And I guarantee you, you would have seen it, but you just wouldn't have known it was me. Now, some of you may have guessed it. It's the actor Sacha Baron Cohen. He's most famously known for his roles as Bruno and Borat. But if you're from the UK, you'll know his first big break was with a character called Ali G. And during the making of his debut film, Ali G in the House, I had a massive fallout with him. That character is actually based off me. Well, not me exactly, but people like me who at the time lived life loud. Our cars were our main passion. We just hung out being young and doing whatever young people did back then, which actually wasn't much. Let's take it back. These days, I'm known as an entrepreneur, businessman, a YouTuber, and a car guy. But there was a time long before social media where I wanted to be an actor. I went to drama school after I finished my normal school, and I had a couple of extra parts in EastEnders and The Bill. And I had a massive role in an army advert, which I've looked everywhere for it and I can't find it. It was a car that was rebuilt in the house and I came out the sunroof and I remember saying, all right, Dave. At the time, I was in my early 20s. On one side, I had an agent who was looking out for acting jobs for me. And on the other side, I was trying to start up a business. But no matter what age I was always into my cars. Well, one night I got in and switched on the TV and I saw a character on there that I didn't realize would change my life forever. Now, Ali G was a wannabe gangster from Staines who dressed in bright tracksuits, tinted sunglasses, and heavy gold jewellery, speaking in exaggerated street slang influenced by hip-hop culture. The character first appeared on TV in 1998 on a programme called The 11 O'Clock Show, where he would do fake interviews with professionals asking them stupid questions. This led him to getting his own TV show where he would do sketches and interviews with big-name celebs and public figures who actually believed he was a clueless idiot, not realising the genius behind it. So at the time, there was a lot of hype around the character, but Sacha didn't do any interviews, so the newspapers went looking for his inspiration, and that's how they found me. I had an agent at the time who started booking me in for newspaper articles, magazine photo shoots, TV appearances, and even music videos. You name it, I was doing it. And you best believe they paid real well. But believe it or not, me impersonating Sacha wasn't the reason we fell out. So one day I get a call from my agent saying that Sacha Baron Cohen has selected me to be in his movie, Ali G in the House. Now remember, this is long before social media even existed. And this is probably the biggest thing I would have ever done. So they sent me the details, I planned my route, and on my way I went to an area that I'd never been before, a place called Staines. So at the time, this is where I parked my car. I think it was like a BMW, and there was no parking over there, and literally left the car there and then just walked around to set. If you've seen the film, you know exactly what happens at this location. And this is where I was going to film my first big scene. If you haven't seen the movie, head over to 19 minutes and 7 seconds, where let's just say you'll see a cheekier, younger Yanni. So I was going to be his body double in the film, in the cleaning the railings scene, and this is actually where the railings were, with the old blind guy with the dog and the stick. And I remember standing here, tied like this. Not only this scene, I was due to be the body double in pretty much the whole movie, whether it be driving the cars, stunts, or anything to do with Sacha, Ali G. But this is where it all went wrong. So trying to recall back to what actually happened here. So I do remember Sacha giving clear instructions to the team saying, whenever he was on set, I was not allowed to be on set. I had to be in my own caravan away. So that way then you couldn't see both of us at the same time. Because obviously we were dressed in all the same gear, the same watches, the same jewellery. And that was when I said to him, listen, can I get a picture, you and me together all in the gear? And at the time we got a picture of me and him not with the gear on. And then he was like, yeah, no problem, no, we'll sort it out afterwards. And it was before the days of Instagram and social media, so everything was taken on a camera. No one had phones, no one was taking pictures like that. So it was a memory for me to actually be like, I did that and I was in the movie. He said he would definitely do it. I think we had a setup in front of this here. So we had a setup here, we had cameras here, we had tents, 'cause I remember it was really sunny that day. Tents here, tents there. I think we had people that they were using the town hall down here. So literally we're taking this whole area. The end of the day's come and they've come to me in the dressing room saying, Jan, can you sign the release form? So I was like, yeah. I said, but where's Sasha? Because I specifically said, I really want that. It was like a big deal for me. I really made a big deal about it to Sasha and to the team. And the team said to me throughout the day, don't worry, we'll get it, we'll get it. And I was asking loads and loads of times to the team. They're like, Jan, we promise you, we'll get it. They've come with the release form and I'm like, well, where's he gone? They're like, oh, we had to rush off. I did say to you, I wanted that picture. I said, I really wanted it. And they said, well, yeah, we really need you to sign the release form. And I'm like, well, I don't want to sign the release form. I'm throwing my toys out of a pram because all I asked for was one picture. I didn't think it was too much to ask. And they were like, listen, here's the release form. There's 10 things here. You're only supposed to tick 2 against your amount. So it might be £100 or £200. And they were like, listen, just tick everything on the release form and we will pay you for everything, whether it be a speaking part, the body double, walking on set, just anything. Just tick it all and we will pay you for it all because you didn't get your picture. So I was like, okay then. But that win cost me in the long run because they never used me again because they were like, yeah, we can't work with this guy. I'm not even in the credits at the end. So if I didn't have these pictures and I told this story, they'll be like, yeah, all right, yeah, I like you. And I'm like, well, obviously I've got the pictures to prove it. Whereas, for example, in Cars 3, where I had a speaking part, I'm in the credits at the end. Yeah, young and dumb. So you've got to remember, when I was on set back in the day, I was in my early 20s. I was just Yanni. I was just some random guy that was on set kicking off because I wanted a picture dressed the same as Sasha or as Ali G. These lot must have been thinking, who is this guy thinking he can dictate and ask for these sort of pictures? I wasn't known, I didn't have a big social media, I didn't have a team, I didn't have nothing. I was probably the lowest person on the set because I was just his body double. It reminds me of Joey in Friends, you know, when he had to be Al Pacino's butt double. That's my claim to fame, Ali G's butt double. Oh, there's the bus. So this is where like the bus pulled up and everyone was on the bus looking and laughing. So I wasn't actually naked. I was wearing like a skin-coloured thong. So the front was covered, but the thong was behind so you could see the cheeks. Wow, I had some confidence back then. I definitely wouldn't do it now. Luckily on the day, my management are here. I think my management was Bond & Co. and they were taking pictures for me. So that's why I've got this incredible book and they put it together. My manager actually put it together. And they obviously might have recreated that set there where you've got the railings. Everything's changed behind. Is anything the same? No, look, all changed. So that would have been this here, because that's the 911 High Street there. So that's where me and him were set up. I think they even done my beard to like get it exactly the same. Man, it'd have been so cool to like be wearing the beanie hat and the glasses and stuff. Even now I'm jarred, like, just wanted that picture. Listen, to me, that's a cool picture to have. I didn't even know I had this picture. That's quite a cool picture, like even with the crew, with the pub over there. I think we had police as well, monitoring everything. The George pub behind. Memories, memories. Cool, so it's nice to reminisce. It's nice to reminisce and go back to a time where you were young and you actually had forgotten. Like, I fully forgot about this until we found the book. Good times. This younger, naive Yanni taught me a lesson. They say never meet your heroes because they may disappoint you. But as someone who is fortunate enough to be in the public eye, we owe a lot of our successes to the fans and people who watch us and support what we do. It seems like such a small thing for me to have got upset about, but in the back of my mind, I'll always remember how much something like that could mean to somebody else. Yes, we may not always have time, and maybe Sasha felt bad that he had to leave and go to another shoot, but everything does happen for a reason. Because if I did pursue my acting career, I would have never opened the countless businesses I did that failed. I may have given up trying to soup up my cars because I couldn't afford it. I wouldn't have accidentally fallen into the car wrapping game, not knowing that one day it'll be the biggest in the world. If I didn't care about that one picture so much, I wouldn't have opened up an Instagram account at a time when people laughed at you for putting yourself on social media. Now I stand here with over 8 million followers across all platforms. I wouldn't have worked on the cars that got seen by millions all over the world. I wouldn't have had a TV show that played all over the world, showing customers falling in love with their vehicles. I wouldn't have traveled, meeting and greeting fans, standing for hours at car shows, just giving them a minute of my time. I can't put a price on the people I've met, the lives I've touched, or the experiences I've had. In another world, who knows? I could have been a huge movie star, maybe replaced some of your favourite actors in some of the big title Hollywood films. But in another world, I would have never opened Yiannimize. And as for me and my main man, we're still good.
Respect. Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I is here at Yiannimize. Recognize with none other than my main man, Yanni Chimichurri
Lambus.
Lamppost.
That's what I got called at school.
Alright, most people know you from smashing it in the rap game. What is your most famous bars that you'd like to spit?
Not that rap game, car rapping.
You rap about cars.
You put vinyl onto a car, that's rapping.
Well, you rap and then you record it on vinyl.
Rapping with a W, not with an R.
I've never been good at spelling, whatever. You was smashed it in the biz. What do you think has been the secret to your success?
Enjoying what I do, loving cars, building a good business with good staff, and social media, knowing how to use social media.
Social media game has taken you well far, but it is safe to say that your Batty was actually famous before the rest of you was, isn't it?
Yeah.
You played the Batty in the movie.
I was your double.
How did you get that role?
I was doing Ali G lookalike for a while.
For real? Bro, let me just tell you that is no sort of business to be in, you know, because anyone that wants to dress up like that geezer, pretending to be someone else or whatever, they got to be a real loser. Is the lesson there maybe for other actors that is out there that, you know, if you want to get paid more in the biz, that you got to basically hold them to ransom over the release form?
That's theoretically what I did, but I regret it now. I've got articles upon articles. So this is like a club that I went to.
You're covering up the face because you don't look that much like me, or?
Yeah, look at that one.
Oh, check out this.
I actually had a song out, but this is the coolest thing.
Wait. You released the track.
Yeah, look.
That you made this track yourself?
Yeah, there's the lyrics.
I asked you to spit some bars before and you was like, no, it's a different kind of rapping. You need a beat?
Nah, I can't do it. I'm definitely not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it.
Verse one, come on,
no,
Yanni.
I'm not doing it. As I said, I weren't very good.
But you got the lyrics here. You're supposed to be the man.
This is what you do. I'm not the man anymore.
Before Channel 4, there was me in the hood. I ain't naming names, but you ain't no good. I watch you come up and now I watch you fail. All those TV execs, I know you paid them.
Oh, it was watch you fall.
Like I said, I'm not great with the reading. Spelling and the reading. Well, look, I is going to grant you a special treat, given that Im wouldn't actually let you wear the original hat. We can relive this now so that you don't throw a wobbler on set. Can't have him destroying this. Recognize. You happy now? You're not gonna like have a meltdown or whatever now that, because I didn't bring the glasses or whatever.